Have you ever wondered why certain events in your life seem to be mysteriously connected? Why do we sometimes think of someone and suddenly that person calls us, or we come across something we just mentioned? These are examples of synchronicities, a fascinating idea introduced by the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. But what are synchronicities really, and how does Jung explain them? Let's delve into this intriguing universe. Jung described synchronicity as the occurrence of two or more events that are not causally related but are meaningfully connected. In other words, they are coincidences that hold deep significance for the person experiencing them. But why does this happen? Is there a hidden logic behind these seemingly random events? To better understand, think about your own life. Have you ever experienced a coincidence that seemed to be more than mere chance? Perhaps a dream that appeared to predict a future event, or an unexpected encounter that changed the course of your life. Jung believed that these events are not mere chance occurrences, but manifestations of something greater. Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, a part of the mind shared by all human beings. This collective unconscious contains archetypes, which are universal images or themes that appear across various cultures and time periods. Jung theorized that these archetypes manifest in our lives in mysterious ways. Consider, for example, the hero figure in different cultures, from Hercules to Harry Potter. This figure appears repeatedly in myths, folklore, and stories around the world. Jung saw this as a sign that there is a shared psychic structure among all of us. Synchronicities, then, could be moments when this common structure manifests in someone's personal reality. But how does this affect us? Jung believed that synchronicities are a way for the universe to communicate with us. They can serve as an awakening, a call for self-reflection, or guidance for changes in our lives. When we experience a synchronicity, it can be a moment to pause and ask, what does this mean for me? What am I being called to understand or change? Imagine for a moment that you are contemplating a career change but are hesitant. Suddenly, you encounter an old friend who speaks enthusiastically, a sign for you to seriously consider the change. Have you had any interesting experiences with synchronicity? Share with us in the comments. Jung's idea goes beyond mere coincidence. He suggested that there is a connection between our psyche and the physical world, a principle he called the principle of synchronicity. This principle suggests that the external world and our inner life are somehow aligned. Synchronicities are points of intersection between these two worlds. Now think about your life again. Have you ever felt that an external event reflected something happening within you? Perhaps a storm coincided with a period of emotional turbulence, or an accidental encounter that happened when you needed encouragement. Additionally, Jung viewed synchronicity as a means of achieving individuation, a process of becoming the most complete and authentic self. When we pay attention to synchronicities, we can begin to understand the patterns in our lives and how they relate to personal development. It's as if the universe is sending us messages, guiding us on our journey to self-understanding and fulfillment. But how can we be more open to synchronicities? Firstly, it is essential to be mindful of modern life. It is busy and often does not allow us to pay attention to the small details or coincidences. To notice synchronicities, we need to slow down and be more present in the moment. Secondly, it is important to ponder on these experiences. When something significant happens, ask yourself, what is this trying to communicate to me? Perhaps there is a lesson to be learned or a direction to be followed. By reflecting on synchronicity, we begin to see patterns and messages that can guide us on our personal journey. Finally, Jung encouraged openness to mystery. In a world where science and logic prevail, it can be challenging to accept the idea that there are forces or connections we do not fully understand. However, embracing the mystery can lead us to greater self-awareness and growth. Therefore, according to Jung, synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are moments of connection between the collective unconscious and our personal experience, offering insights, guidance, and opportunities for personal growth. By paying attention to these moments and reflecting on their significance, we can uncover the hidden truth behind synchronicities and use these revelations to transform our lives. As we continue to explore synchronicities, an intriguing question arises: how can we distinguish a true synchronicity from a mere coincidence? Jung argued that personal meaning is the key. A synchronicity is not just a strange coincidence, it resonates with us on a deep level and often brings a message or insight that feels meaningful and timely. But what is the true nature of this connection? This process is each person's journey to becoming their true self, integrating different aspects of personality. Synchronicities can appear as milestones on this journey, indicating when we are on the right path or when we need a nudge in the right direction. Imagine, for instance, that you are grappling with a difficult decision and repeatedly see a number or come across a quote that directly speaks to your dilemma. These moments can be seen as signs that your consciousness is trying to communicate with you, offering guidance or confirmation. But why would the universe communicate with us in this way? Jung believed that there is an underlying unity to everything, a principle he called the unus mundus. In this unified world, the physical and the psychic are not separate, but are dimensions of the same reality. Synchronicities are manifestations of this deep connection between our psyche and the external world. To better grasp this, think about how you feel when experiencing a synchronicity. There is often a sense of awe, a perception that something greater is at play. It's almost as if, for a brief moment, we catch a glimpse of the complexity and interconnection of all that exists. Jung saw these moments as opportunities to connect with the unus mundus, gaining insights not only about ourselves, but also about the nature of reality. And how does this relate to spirituality? Synchronicities often have a spiritual or mystical aspect. They make us question the nature of reality and our place in it. Jung did not see this as contrary to reason or science, but as a complement. He argued that science and spirituality are two ways of understanding the world, and that synchronicities are a point where they converge. Now reflect on your own spiritual journey. Have you experienced synchronicities that seem to have a spiritual significance? Perhaps an unexpected encounter that brought a message you needed to hear, or a dream that offered insight into a problem you were facing. Jung also emphasized the importance of paying attention to dreams, seeing them as a rich source of synchronicities. He believed that our dreams are a way for the unconscious to communicate with us, offering guidance, warning, or insight. By analyzing your dreams and being attentive to synchronicities in everyday life, you may begin to perceive patterns and messages that are relevant to your personal and spiritual journey. Additionally, Jung encouraged the practice of reflection and meditation as ways to be more open to synchronicities. By cultivating a state of open and receptive mind, you become more sensitive to the signs and messages that the universe may be trying to send. Ultimately, Jung's perspective on synchronicities invites us to look beyond the surface of everyday events and consider the deeper connections that exist in our lives. In doing so, we may begin to see our personal journey as part of a larger, interconnected, and mysterious fabric that binds us all. Synchronicities, then, are much more than coincidences. They are windows into the profound mystery of existence, offering us glimpses of a broader and interconnected reality. They challenge us to live with greater awareness, openness, and curiosity, exploring the depths of our own soul and the world around us. At the heart of Jung's concept of synchronicity is the idea that we are all part of an interconnected and meaningful universe. This view challenges the notion of a purely mechanistic world, where everything is explained through cause and effect. Instead, it offers us a perspective where the psyche and the material world are deeply intertwined, where the internal and external mirror and influence each other. But how can this understanding transform our way of living? When we begin to see synchronicities in our lives, it can lead us to greater attention and presence. Instead of going through the days automatically, we begin to look at the coincidences and patterns that arise, seeking to understand their meaning and purpose. This more conscious approach to life can open doors to new understandings and transformations. Consider, for example, the moments when you feel lost or confused. In these times, synchronicities can act as beacons, offering direction and meaning. A chance encounter, a phrase heard at a crucial moment, or even a dream, can provide insights that help us navigate our challenges. By paying attention to these signs, we can find clarity and guidance in times of uncertainty. Jung also believed that synchronicities help us connect with our true selves. By observing how certain events resonate with us, we begin to better understand who we are and what we truly value. Additionally, Jung saw synchronicities as a bridge between science and mysticism, between the rational and the irrational. By acknowledging the validity of these experiences, we open our minds to possibilities beyond what is tangible and measurable. This does not mean rejecting logic or reason, but rather integrating them with a broader understanding of reality. So how can we apply the wisdom of synchronicities in our everyday life? Firstly, keep a record of synchronicities. Write down significant events and coincidences that occur in your life. This can help you recognize patterns and hidden messages. Secondly, dedicate time to internal reflection. Meditating can be helpful in calming the mind and being more receptive to subtle insights. Pay attention to your dreams as they may provide a valuable source of synchronicities and insights. Try to remember and record your dreams, reflecting on their significance. Open yourself to mystery and be receptive to the idea that not everything can be explained or understood rationally. Embrace the wonder and mystery of life. Observe the connections between events in your life and your internal thoughts and feelings. This may provide a deeper understanding of your experiences. Live consciously, seeking to be present in the present moment with full attention. This can broaden your perception of synchronicities and meaningful coincidences. Furthermore, it is important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and receptivity towards synchronicities. By recognizing and appreciating the signals that the universe sends us, we can strengthen our connection with it and with our own intuition. Gratitude allows us to be more open and receptive to the messages we receive, enabling us to feel more connected and aligned with the flow of life. Finally, remember that synchronicities can occur at unexpected moments and in surprising ways. Be open to all the forms these events can take, even if they initially seem small or insignificant. Sometimes the greatest revelations come from casual encounters or seemingly simple coincidences. By maintaining an open and receptive mind, you may be better prepared to recognize and cherish synchronicities in your life, turning them into powerful tools for personal and spiritual growth. In summary, synchronicities, as described by Carl Jung, are a fascinating phenomenon that can offer profound insights into our lives and the nature of reality. By paying attention to these significant events and reflecting on their impact, we can achieve a deeper understanding and a more intimate connection with the world around us. Synchronicities invite us to live more attentively and meaningfully, opening our eyes to the beauty and mystery that surround us each day. Now I invite you, dear friend, to share your own experience with synchronicities in the comments. Your story is valuable, as each narrative is a fragment of this vast universe of connections that we all share. I sincerely thank you for staying with us until the end of this text. Until our next encounter, keep exploring, questioning, and growing peacefully on your journey.